Well, hello, friends. Mrs. Short here to read you quite the silly book today. I know I may say that a lot, but this is silly. Very cute. And it was a request from someone who gives me lots of requests. My friend, who I've never met, but she is my friend because she's such a good friend with my sister, Lucy. Hey, Lucy. This book is for you because you said to my sister Vada, tell her to get the book called Stop That Pickle. It took a while. It had to come from another library, which means it's a very good book. It is very cute. It is written by Peter Armour. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. And illustrated by Andrew Shachat. And the dedication is from the author for Fiona, the Jewel Princess, and the illustrator to the kids on Katydid Drive. So here we go. Stop that pickle. And by the way, my sister, I don't like pickles personally, but everybody else does. She makes the best pickles. Maybe that's why Lucy picked this story. I don't know. It was lunchtime when Ms. Elmira Deeds waddled into Mr. Adolph's deli. I always have to fix this every time. You think I get it straight after all this time. I would like a pickle, please, she said. Why, certainly, said Mr. Adolph, wiping his hands. He unscrewed the lid on the giant pickle jar and looked inside. There was only one fat pickle left floating in the brine. The brine is the water and the juice that the pickles are in. Mr. Adolph tried to spear the pickle with a long fork, but each time he did, the pickle swam to the other side of the jar. This pickle did not want to be eaten. Look at his face. Mr. Adolph was rather embarrassed by this turn of events, and he began to dig around in a drawer for some tongs. As he was doing this, the pickle climbed out of the jar on his little green legs, darted across the counter, and ran out the door. Eek, said Miss Elmira Deeds. No one had ever seen a pickle move quite so fast. Stop that pickle, shouted Mr. Adolph, giving chase, meaning chasing him. Down the street ran the pickle. And look at Mr. Adolph. Mr. Adolph quickly pooped out and had to sit down on the curb. I know you're giggling right now. It means he had to rest. I just had to say this. I'm a former teacher. I get it. Reclining on a nearby plate, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich heard the alarm and leapt up. Everyone knew that a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is not the fastest sandwich in the world, but it does have great endurance. The sandwich chugged after the pickle. Stop that pickle, it shouted. As the pickle and the peanut butter and jelly sandwich passed a bake shop, a fat a fat braided pretzel climbed down from the counter and stumbled into the street. It ran a few steps behind the peanut butter sandwich, scattering sesame seeds as it went. "Stop that pickle!" cried the pretzel. Enjoying the sun on a nearby tree, a lovely green pippin apple heard the pretzel's cry and shook itself loose to join the chase. It rolled down every hill it could, all after a pickle. Oh my goodness. A crowd of toasted almonds, 17 of them, came skittering down the street. Where they came from is anybody's guess. "Stop that pickle!" they peeped with their little almond voices. A scurrying crowd of raisins and a cake donut came right behind. The last to join the parade were a cool bottle of grape juice and an elegant vanilla ice cream cone sprinkled with chocolate. They all just had one thing to say. Do you want to say it with me? "Stop that pickle!" But the pickle was too fast for all of them. He had a great time zigging and zagging and thumbing his green pickle nose at his pursuers, meaning the people or the foods that were chasing him. Sometimes he would stop and read a newspaper to give him a chance to catch up. They were the slowest food he'd ever seen. Slow food. My sister will get that one. On and on went the chase. It seemed that it would never end when, oof, rounding a corner, the pickle collided with a young boy. Stunned, the pickle lay there. The collision had knocked the wind out of him. Quickly, all of his pursuers gathered around. "You've caught the pickle!" they cried out to the boy. "What should I do with him?" he asked. "Why, eat him, of course," they shouted. They were all a bit beside themselves. "He's just a silly pickle." And the boy's like, "What do I do?" Now, it just so happened that the boy had been playing hard all morning and somehow had misplaced his lunchbox. He was terribly hungry. He looked at the pickle, who immediately began to cry big, briny tears. So the boy had a better idea. He ate the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the fat braided pretzel, the lovely green pippin apple, the 17 toasted almonds, the handful of raisins, the cake donut, and drank the bottle of grape juice. Finally, he polished off the ice cream cone. The only thing left was, you got it, the pickle. The boy looked at the pickle and shook his head. Who ever heard of eating a pickle after ice cream? "Stop that pickle!" That was very cute, Lucy. Thank you, sweetie, for telling my sister about this book so I could find it for you. Very, very cute. All right, it's time for me to go. I hope you enjoyed that, friends. I need a snack, so I'm going to go and have What should I have? A pretzel, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Not a pickle, because I'm not a pickle fan. Ice cream. I know. I'm going to have 17 almonds. See you next time.